So I know here on the channel, I've talked a lot about your identity and shifting your identity, and that the fact that your identity is framing the way that your life is going, right? And the way that you focus on things, the things that you perceive, the state that you're in only allows you to perceive so much. And it's important to keep in mind that if you look back at all the teachers, and especially like Neville Goddard, the big theme is that you can't go in and get a change doing the same thing you've already been doing. That's why for me, figuring out the way to pair my changes and desired outcomes that I wanted with like simple process steps of changing my habits made this huge shift in the way that my life was going, the way things were showing up, the quickness that things were showing up. And such a big part of that is because so my habits from yesterday, the things that I did yesterday, led me to the life where I am today. If I'm not enjoying that life, but I'm continuing those same habits, and those same physical habits are also creating the same thought habits, I'm just staying stuck in a cycle. And so throughout the day, just start to ask yourself, like, is this in alignment with who I want to be? Is this the identity that I want to have? If you're seeking like a specific person and you go and you're checking their Instagram, ask yourself, is this really the way that I want to behave? Is this actually showing the person that I want to be? Or is this a habit from yesterday and the day before and the day before that and the day before that that is keeping me right where I am now? And it's a difficult truth to accept, right? But you can't bring this old man. This is what it means by the old man must die. That person's got to go. That identity does not exist anymore. We are not that person. We are not doing those habits. We are not having those thoughts. We are changing, and we are definitely not beating ourselves up if we have old thoughts. I want to make sure I'm perfectly clear on that. If you have a thought that goes back to some like old alignment or old thought process that you had, tell yourself a few things. One, oh my gosh, silly. One, I don't think like that anymore. That's old thinking. We're not doing that anymore. Two, this thought is only a product of habit loops that I've created in my own brain. And if I could create those, I can create new ones. So don't worry about it. Move on. And then three, ask yourself, why do I think that right now? What is bothering me truly? Is there something going on? Was there some sort of trigger that I can pay attention to? Is it a certain time of day? How am I feeling? Did I see somebody? And start getting really super curious about yourself, the way that you're feeling, the things that you're doing, what you're thinking, where you are, what time of day it is, like, etc. Your environment, all of it. Get super, super curious. Because the more curious you get, the more that you don't spiral. It's insane, but I promise you it works. You're just like, oh, okay, now I'm going to get like super curious. Like if you're checking, Johnny Boy's Instagram and you say, is this in alignment with who I want to be? Is this a habit that I've had for the past few months? And has that habit gotten me what I want? Nope, guessing not. And so if I'm doing this habit, why am I? Is there a specific event or time of day that is bringing me to this habit? And what can I replace it with? So make a plan that when you have the desire to go do XYZ thing that is no longer in alignment with who you want to be, make a plan that you're going to then go do something that is in alignment. So let's say that you want to kind of break this habit of checking Johnny Boy's Instagram, but you'd also like to become a bit more fit. All right, so then when I have this urge to check Johnny Boy's Instagram, I'm going to put my phone away in the drawer, and I'm going to get up and I'm going to go walk for 5 minutes, whatever it is. Just physically remove yourself if you have to. And then start making those changes, because that old man, he's got to die. And if he's not dying easily, we're taking him out.